what you gain from playing other sports can carry over to your main sports.
Ran track and field as well when we were like super duper young. You know, we played football all the way, American football all the way through high school. We didn't just cap it at one thing and just did one thing all year round. And I think a lot of kids burn the hell out. You just tell them to do just, okay, I'm gonna just do this one all year round. I'm just play basketball or just play volleyball or just play soccer all year round.
Yeah.
You burn out, you know, at 22, 23, 24, you know, because you've just been doing it
Or
since
younger.
or younger.
13,
Yeah, 13. They start, you know, they say, fuck the hell with it. I'm done. I don't even want to play no more.
Hey, that's a point right there. Hold on real quick. I want to make something. Like, every so often, right, a lot of people know I do have a part of me that's still tapped into the youth space, right? And a parent, a coach, a player would always ask, hey, Cam, do you do any camps? I do not do any camps. I do not do one-on-one training, you know, but I do put on events for the actual sport. And the thing about it, to LeBron's point, is so many parents, and it's not a problem, but a lot of parents spend a ton of money on trainers.
Yeah.
And I think about my growth in how I developed as a player. I was like, yo, my dad never really paid for a trainer. My trainer was the different sports. And I think that's something that like, as I was preparing for the show, I was saying to myself, like, yo, I didn't have speed training to kind of go to a specific individual and say, yo, like, Cam want to do speed training. What did Cam do? I just ran track. Like, quickness for me, it wasn't really like something quick. I just played basketball. You know what I'm saying? And the endurance.
The agility.
It's just so many different elements of so many different sports was what prepped me to be the best football player I possibly could be.
All right, look, y'all. Maybe it is just me, but I think Cam is really spitting right now. He's really trying to talk about the advantage, and Braun mentioned it too, obviously, the advantage of just playing multiple sports. A lot of people do cap themselves at, oh, I'm only going to play this one sport because they think that's going to give them the best chance to get to the pros, especially because it's like, oh, I'm just going to lock in and only work on my craft for this specific sport. But the thing that people is not mentioning or forgetting to realize is that what you gain from playing other sports can carry over to your main sport so simultaneously and so smooth that you don't even understand. And I feel like, especially what happens when it comes down to these football players specifically, you're playing the three main sports. You're talking about, you play basketball, you play football, and you run track. You kind of do those three sports. They all kind of intertwine them like around one another. You hear Devontae Adams talk about it all the time as a receiver. Like, why is his get off release so smooth? For him, like, I'm playing basketball in the line of scrimmage. You know, the physicality when it comes down that you could use from if you play football, but you're a basketball player. You know, I have one of my homeboys who was a point guard / shooting guard, but also played receiver. And with him, his ability to run routes and take contact was able for him to, like, in his words, was kind of pivot and get in and out of cuts because what he learned from the football field transitioned to the basketball court. And the way he's dribbling and talk about pacing and kind of like getting in and out of his dribble. And being able to maneuver your body certain ways. And he kind of used that. He kind of said he got that from his football background. He just used it for the basketball court. Now, obviously, coming back to the football side of things, especially about Cam talking about he never had a track. I'm not saying a track coach. He never had a speed coach. And trust me, I'm not saying don't buy into any type of training and stuff like that. I'm just talking about the advantage of really just playing other sports alongside your main sport, and don't just cap yourself saying, oh, I could only do this because that's going to make me get to the pros. No, not necessarily. I'm not saying it can't, but not necessarily. Basically, just don't not play another sport strictly because you think by playing another sport it's going to stop you from being focused or locked in on your main sport. It really does intertwine. so effortlessly that people don't even understand. Look at Jalen Suggs, the guy from Orlando. Was he not a 4 or 5-star football recruit, a quarterback coming out of high school? Same with T. Higgins. Like, all I'm really getting at is don't cap yourself by not playing other sports, especially in high school growing up. It's not going to benefit you as much as you think.